president has railed against this type of funding of elections. I mean, to read back to you what he did say in the State of the Union, I don't think American elections should be bankrolled by America's most powerful interests or worse, by foreign entities. They should be decided by the American people. Mm-hmm. With the president reversing course on this, does he look hypocritical?
Look, the president firmly believes that the effects of the Citizens United decision were as he described or predicted. And we are seeing that play out in many ways in the Republican primary process, which you all have covered, or many of your colleagues have covered, with the millions and millions of dollars being spent almost entirely on negative advertising, and much of it completely undisclosed. So the American people don't have, let me finish, the American people don't have any idea who's backing that. So the fact is, and I will point you to the comments I made in response to Ben's question about the efforts that this president has taken, that no president, no administration has taken before him, the principles that he adopts by not accepting any money from PACs or lobbyists, which distinguishes him from any of his potential Republican primary general election opponents, and his efforts towards to get Congress to pass Disclosure Act and other measures that would enhance the transparency of the process. So again, it is an unfortunate situation, the president believes, that we find ourselves in, where the rules are as they are. This decision was made, and I point you to the campaign statements that I've seen and you have seen about the fact that the rules being what they are, the campaign has made clear that they cannot unilaterally disarm in a circumstance like this. So we are taking the approach, the campaign's taking the approach that it's taking, and the president is taking the approach that he's taking.
I mean, the president spent much of 2010 on the road ridiculing these groups. I mean, he joked about the name. They can call themselves anything like Moms for Motherhood. I mean, he really decried their influence in elections. And now he has signaled to his campaign that he would like his donors to contribute as well. You indicated when asked about when the president made this decision, you said you could divine that, and that clearly since he's made this in February 2012. So has the president been putting off this decision? Were you indicating that he's left it to so late in the game because he didn't want to have to do this, but since he's watched what happened in the Republican primary, he's finally relented and said, right, the Republicans have so much money, I'm willing to give up on my principles because
well, look,
so many
you can throw in a lot of editorializations into your question, or you can just save them for your piece. But the fact of the matter is, this president's views on Citizen United have not been shrouded in secrecy. They were clearly expressed.
Hold on. February 2012. What did you mean?
Well, I simply was asked, why did he? I can't remember the phrasing of the question. Did he spend a lot of time thinking about this? And I haven't asked him that question, but I think you can understand from the views that he has expressed about the Citizens United decision and the impact of that decision on the process, that he takes a dim view of it. But it is also the case, and again, I point you to the campaign here, and I think a lot of these questions are more aptly addressed to the campaign, that as the campaign has said, the rules are what they are. The president will continue to change the rules, but the fact of the matter is, not only is there not a constituency among Republicans in Congress to overturn or take action against Citizens United, there is not even a constituency among Republicans in Congress to allow the American people to know who the donors are. They blocked the Disclose Act. So that is the reality that we live in, and he will continue to press for change, and he will continue to press for change, even if it requires a constitutional amendment.
But we're asking a very simple question here, which is the president who has railed against these groups and this decision in his State of the Union address and spoke multiple times on the campaign trail in 2010 decrying this, has now changed his mind. And so this question is, when did he make that decision to change his mind?
You're misrepresenting what I've said, and I assume you were in contact with the campaign. He has not changed his mind about the rules and
for his public support for his own.
Well, he's not supporting. He's not saying that the system is now healthy or good. He is saying he is making a decision, his campaign is making a decision that the rules are what they are, and they will not, they cannot play by a different set of rules than Republicans are playing. But the situation, these groups are unfortunate.
He gave a signal, and his campaign manager put out an email. When did the president signal to his campaign manager that it was okay to do that?
Well, I think the campaign announced it today or yesterday. So
The president gave a signal yesterday?
well, I was asked if this is the wind-up to asking me to precisely the moment that the president made this decision. I think I'll take that question as I indicated about 15 minutes ago. Yes, Juliana.